Hello, fellow gypsies. As I promised, here's lights from the park. I'm going to flip this around so y'all can see it as I walk. We'll start here with the nativity scene. Christmas would be complete without that. This is just so surreal what they do to this park. And I'm just so grateful. We got rained for a solid week. This is my only night to get out here. So 3 million nights. It's a lot. It's pretty darn amazing. And it's not too crowded tonight, so there won't be a whole lot of background noise. And I'm sure somehow this film isn't doing it justice, but it is what it is. So I took Thanksgiving off. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I sure did. And yeah, check this out.
It depends on what it is. But I'm just saying, I mean, sometimes.
Okay, so those people coming a mile away. Here's the other side. This is like just a winter wonderland, so I'm grateful that it's dry tonight. It's a bit chilly though. So back to Thanksgiving. Yes, I had to work. We were reserved out. We had a good evening. I got to go home early. It was wonderful. Trying to keep this vibe up. Check this tree out. That's amazing. That's new. I hope I'm not flipping this around too fast. It's a lot to digest. So yeah, just keeping the vibe up and feeling pretty good. Nothing on the house, of course, but I didn't expect really. It's Christmassy time. When I sold my last house, it happened right after Christmas, so we'll see. It's possible. I haven't been to this in a couple years, so it's kind of fun for me to see it again. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, you just got to come see it for yourself. It's amazing.
And I was so taken with it. It turned out he painted it.
So it's just amazing. Anyway, just try to not talk when people are walking by, thinking I'm crazy, but that's okay. I am a little bit crazy. This angel and this mountain is awesome. I've always been attracted to the blue lights for some reason. Got a whole family of snowmen and penguins and a dog skating. That's awesome. Anyway, I just feel very blessed. I just got off work and thought I'd come film this for y'all. I may add something tomorrow. Got the moon up there. It's pretty amazing. Speaking of the moon, that last new moon about did me in. I don't know. The energy was crazy with that. I'm feeling all kinds of stuff. So, no, I think for now I'll just shut up and let you see the lights. And this is all done by volunteers. Absolutely amazing.
This is when you guys get your
Absolutely amazing. This isn't even doing it justice, you guys. Not even close. Peace doves. Or sculpture with a ball in it. That's amazing. It just goes on and on, guys.
Stay on the walkways this evening. Please take care and have
Anyway,
safe and happy holidays.
the tunnel. Try to get the tunnel. Oh, here's a classic. I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's pretty awesome. Ooh, look at the octopus. Isn't he fun? Clear up there. Yep, there's the tunnel. It's the entrance. It's amazing. I'm gonna cut it here. I'll add some more. Light, love, and healing, my fellow gypsies. Hello, fellow gypsies. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed my little walk through Azalea Park. Lights in the park. It's very cold. It almost froze here last night. The houses had frost on the roofs. It doesn't happen here too much. So yeah, by the time I was done with that, just that 6 minutes, my hand was like so cold from holding my phone. But it's so amazing. I could have walked through here for an hour and showed you something new around every corner. It's really something worth coming here and experiencing for yourself. And I believe it runs through Christmas. It might run through the first of the year. And as you can see, I cut my hair. Since I'm not spending money on haircuts, I whacked it myself. So I don't think it turned out too bad, but you know, it'll grow out. And hopefully real soon I'll be able to go have a professional cut my hair. That's going to be fantastic. And I wanted to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, which I think I touched on in the lights part of the video. I am very, very grateful every day. I sit here in this house. I'm very grateful for the space. Like I said, I have pictures in my van. I got one right over there. Just keeping it fresh in my mind that I really, really want that van. Sea Gypsy's mine. And I'm just grateful for everything. My strength, my health, you know, the car I'm driving, I just couldn't be in a better place, honestly. And all these things needed to happen. I drew them into my life. You know, losing the truck, the whole 9 yards. It's just something I needed to go through, something I needed to experience and feel. You know, coming from the 80s, being an 80s child, you know, that was the decade of decadence, the decade of excess. It was crazy. Not so much where I grew up in a small town, but it was there. You saw it. It was on TV. It was on our shows. MTV, hello. You know, we had it pretty darn good. And we did it before technology was big. You know, I got through high school and college without a cell phone. Computers didn't do a whole lot yet. I'm grateful I played outside. I'm grateful for all of that's come before to get me here. To this space that I needed. And to create my own identity. I was always somebody's daughter. You know, I lived someone else's dream for 40 years. And it's taken me a lot of years here. It seems like more time than necessary, but I guess that's what I needed. It's what it took to get me to realize and figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. And I'm being called to van life. And my creativity, I watched a Wayne Dyer movie on YouTube the other night, and wow, it was just like several things really made me go wow. The first one was ego, standing for edge out God. And it just like a light bulb went off. Every time you're involved with your ego, you have pushed God aside. Because he's right here. And if we could stay here instead of in our ego, we'd be a lot better off all the way around. Another thing he said was, don't die with the music inside you. Now, I'm not musically inclined, but I didn't think I was creative either. I have creatives in my family. You know, they can bake, they can sew, they can draw, they can whatever. They're just amazingly talented. And I could never do anything like that. So when I sat down and painted with Bob Ross and painted those paintings and looked at them, I was like, yes, I can. I never knew. I got the Bob Ross one just to learn technique. And of course, that's oil painting, and that's very messy. So I won't be continuing to do that, but I have farted around with acrylics, a little bit with watercolors, without having any training or any courses or any, even it's just fun to play with. You never know what you're going to end up creating. But one thing I do know that I love to do and have done for my whole life is take pictures. So many pictures. Now on my phone. But my dad gave me his little 110 Minolta camera when I was like 10 years old, and I took thousands and thousands of photos. And some of them were pretty amazing. Some of them not so much. You know that back in the day you didn't know till you went and got the film developed, and it was it might be months or weeks before you ever saw your pictures again or knew what you took. Now to have the instant delete we have today. And our cell phones are amazing. Like, you don't need a camera anymore. Not when you have a phone that can do what they do today. It's awesome. So I'm thinking, call to van life. I want to travel and see the United States. I have no desire to fly anywhere. I don't want to have a passport, so I'm not going to Mexico or Canada right now. Not that that might not happen in the future. So many things to see and share with the world from my perspective. And I also write. I don't know how good I am, but I do love to write, and I've written quite a few poems. And I've taken a lot of pictures, and I look at my phone and I go, dang, I take a lot of pictures. So many of my cats, so many flowers. That's another thing Azalea Park is known for. Our city, Brookings, is known for the city of year-round flowers. And so you can walk through Azalea Park any time of year and something's blooming. And they have a little botanical garden down by the highway too. It's an amazing park, and those lights are so cool. Anyway, I'm getting distracted because I wanted to stick with Wayne Dyer. He also said, we come from nowhere to now here, and we go back to nowhere. And those are the same letters, just making two different words. And I thought, wow, that's really cool too. Who thinks this stuff up? But it makes you think about it. Nowhere to now here to nowhere again. And I guess the whole point of this is just being grateful because it was Thanksgiving, and letting go of the ego. Trying real hard to not be judgmental. It's so ingrained in our society and in the way we're raised, and I've come a long way on that too. I just know I've come a long way, and I really feel ready for this endeavor. And my house, there's nothing. We dropped the price another $5. Anyone wants to get into Brookings, I have a beautiful place for sale that needs a little TLC. And this quiet, nice park has been just wonderful here today. And I just want to share those lights with you because that's really something. And some thoughts I had on Wayne Dyer and Thanksgiving in general. So, yeah, I think this is it. Until next time, light, love, and healing, my fellow gypsies.